All right. So how was it? Was it okay for everyone? Was it too tough or unable to understand or something? I'm sorry, I had to go fast because small time, but I hope I would able to cover most of the things, right? The essential relation A and all the variations of it, and what is the purpose of it, and how to do it, right? If you will just keep the A, that is the traditional one, the classical one, right, rest of them will be there for you already. Okay, you don't need to worry, right? Just keep that A right? And the B and the Vinyasa A and Vinyasa B is more relevant from definitely fitness point of view, but more relevant from the primary series point of view. So when we run our courses on Ashtanga Vinyasa, then it is more relevant. Then all the postures are done with all the cueings like this only, right? What to do where, right? From that point of view. But from today's point of view, from today's workshop point of view, is there any question? Anyone? Any doubts? If there is no question, only two possibilities. Clear or clear? Which one is that?
Sir, plank position, Ashtanga Namaskar और downward facing dog में ideal distance क्या होना चाहिए legs का?
Okay, you can
distance in between legs.
Yes. So Varshaji, in all these positions, ideally, traditionally should be close. Right? But no, what happens to the beginners? They are unable to keep
it.
Right?
Yes, they are unable.
Then you can keep it wider.
Okay.
Otherwise it should be
so
close.
Hip width. Okay.
Yes. Otherwise you can.
Okay.
Yes, Deepak bhai.
Gaurav bhai, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Bhai, I wanted to know कि Surya Namaskar का forward bending and backward bending. If you are bending forward or backward, in all these steps, your spine should be erected.
No.
It should not be compressed.
No. Should be compressed. Should be, but with lengthening. With lengthening. That means it should not. Okay, just give me a moment. So when we talk about, this is a good question, guys. Please watch here. So he's talking about that when we are doing sun salutation, forward bend and backward bend, right? Sun salutation, whenever we are going forward, when we are going backward. And that's what we are doing in sun salutation, going forward and backward. The spine should be upright and neutral, but keeping elongation. So it is elongated and then going back. It is elongated and then going forward. Okay, it should not be like you're sitting like this on the spine, compressing it and then going back and then going forward. Then it will damage your spine. Upright. And that's why you see, I was giving you the cueing, what? Elongate, extend first and then go back, extend first and then go forward. So what you are doing is extending, making some room there before you do it. Making some room. Okay, so how this room will come? How this room will come? With awareness. Right? At each step with awareness, it will come. If the awareness is not there, then you will be just sitting. Right now, how you're sitting? How you're sitting right now? Look at yourself. Right? You're sitting like this, isn't it? So this sitting, the upright sitting will come with awareness. Otherwise, you're sitting like this. Simple. So when you're moving on the mat, if there is no awareness, you will be just moving like this only. Right? What is?
Actually, I was practicing Surya Namaskar for a long time.
Yeah.
And today is the first time I did it with full awareness. Like I was not aware about my spine erection. ठीक है, और जब भी मैं इसको करता था तो हमेशा मैं लोअर बैक से ही इसको बैकवर्ड बेंडिंग करता था. That was the reason कि मेरे लोअर बैक में हमेशा पेन रहता था. And today I practiced it with you with the erected spine. I feel energetic actually, not the tired one. So thank you so much, bhai.
My pleasure. Your practice, my pleasure. Right? So it is just that awareness, guys. It is your practice only, your body only. How you are moving it will only give you the results accordingly, isn't it? So people, that's what I was saying, that the emotional one, the first one we discussed, right? People just doing the movement because they are motivated from the emotional side that they have to do it, right? Maybe because of any reason, whatever the motivation is there behind it. That motivation is coming from our emotions only, the emotion. But with motivation, the awareness is missing. Awareness is not coming there. When the awareness is not coming there, then we are not really worrying about the posture. We are not worrying about the breath. We are not worrying about the drishti, the focus. Everything is missing. So when everything is missing, what is happening? Pain, isn't it? But when we are aware of everything, then energy will come. Your workout should give you energy. Your movement should give you energy. Your food should give you energy. When these things are not giving you energy, something is wrong. Right? Something is wrong. Right? Might be your food, your movement, your everything is right, but something is missing there. So you have to just find out that missing thing. Yes, Sarah?
Hiya. My question was just about Sun Salutation B. When you go into Warrior 1, I've got a few people who've got problems with knees and ankles. So, when we turn the foot, the 45-degree, is it okay to cue that the foot stays toes facing forward?
Completely fine, completely fine. There is nothing right and wrong here. We do this traditional way. Why? Because it gives us more stability. 45-degree gives you more stability on the mat. Okay. But if a person is not having that much of mobility to turn, and then getting a lot of stress on the knee joint, or maybe on the hip joint, or on the ankle joint, in those cases, you can ask person to just lift the heel and come forward.
Brilliant.
Lifting the heel up. Okay. But let me tell you, changing the position will change the muscle control.
Right.
Okay? Changing the position. First, it was working on the rotation part. Now it is working on the extension part. Understood? The moment you will change the position, you are targeting different muscle group now. Now you're targeting hip flexor, right?
Okay.
Earlier you were targeting the rotated hip rotators. Now you're targeting the hip flexors.
Right. So if I want to encourage people to still keep with the 45-degree, so for stability and the hip rotation, is there anything that I can offer for them?
Yes, you can still offer. What you can do, instead of keeping the legs too close, make them wider stance.
Right.
The wider stance will give them the freedom to move their hips easily.
Right.
Okay? The wider stance. And also, it is not compulsory that everyone have to do 45 degrees. Someone will feel good in 35, someone will feel good in 15, someone will feel good in a little bit outer side also, not 40.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you can play around with that.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Deepak bhai, yes.
Gaurav bhai, you just said that too much mobility leads to osteoporosis type of disease. Can you please?
Not osteoporosis, osteoarthritis.
Osteoarthritis. Bhai, thoda sa light ek baar fir se is pe karenge. Can you please repeat that again?
Yes, sure. So the question is how too much of mobility can lead to osteoarthritis in the body. Okay. Let me tell you, if you will just Google it right after this class, go and Google it, that how many cases are there in the world who are yogis and getting the osteoarthritis. Yogis practicing on the mat are getting osteoarthritis. Why? Mostly around the world, now the percentage in the world of yogis are dominated by females. Females are already laxative in nature. Females are already hypermobile in their bodies, right? Keeping that advantage, what females are doing, they are getting more deeper and deeper into their practices and getting deeper into the asanas. Considering that, they can go deeper to get more advantage, and more than advantage, I feel like it is Instagrams and so Facebook and something stories that they want to get into more, deeper asanas, and they have to get just click. What is happening there is too much of mobility will lead to lack of stability around the joint. It is something like, in a very simple way, if I would say, you all have doors and windows at your home, right? You all have doors and windows at your home. How do you want your door and windows to be? Stable also and mobile also, isn't it? You want your door and windows to be stable. That means they should be stable. They should not be hanging down on the floor. If the door is there, it should be moving freely, mobility, but at the same time stable, so that it is not dragging on the ground, isn't it? So stability is giving the freedom to move. Getting me? So stability should give you the freedom to move, not the other way around. Okay. not the other way around. So first work on the stability part. So when people are only working on the flexibility and mobility, what they are doing, they're losing their joints. When they're losing their joint too much without working on the stability part, no strengthening part around the joint, now the joint is flippy floppy. When the joint is flippy floppy, they will do this friction on each other. So two bones are there, simple, right? Two or more bones collectively make one joint, isn't it? Right? Wherever two bones or two or more bones are coming and meeting together, it is creating one joint. So when this area will be flippy floppy, what will happen? This one bone is frictioning on the other bone now. Slowly, whatever is in between there will start to get tear off, rip off. If they will start to get rip off, what will happen? The cushioning will move away. Synovial fluid will move away. Now what will happen? Lack of synovial fluid, lack of cushioning will lead to what? Friction between the bones. This is osteoarthritis only, right? Okay, osteoarthritis means osteo means bones, artho means joint, itis means inflammation. So bones and joints inflammation is called osteoarthritis. Got it in a simple way. Okay.
Thank you, bhai.
Yes, Varsha ji. After that, Khushbu.
Yeah, sir, if a person is overweight, especially the more belly fat, the person cannot do the Ashtanga Namaskar position properly. Everything is flat on the ground. So any modification in that?
See,
Maybe more distance in legs, or they cannot really stretch their hip towards the ceiling and all that. Proper Ashtanga Namaskar.
Okay. See, Varshaji, it is not only about Ashtanga Namaskar here. I will give you more generic answer here. Okay. Even if person wants to do any asana, let's say, any asana, any other asana apart from this, let's say, and person will feel challenged for sure. When the body is not prepared for the asana, body will feel challenged on the mat, isn't it? So I would definitely say it is a holistic approach. So all the stored, I would say, the soft tissues around your belly, soft tissues, right? All the soft tissues around your belly, which people are having, that deposits what we have to go slowly and gradually with diet and overall activity throughout the day. And yoga should be incorporated. If the person is unable to do something on the ground right away, give some modifications on chair, right? You can just give them chair yoga, chairs and salutation. There are many people who are suffering with knee pain, lower back pain or something. They cannot do something on the ground directly. A lot of obesity is there, right? A lot of fat accumulation is there. Do it on the chair first, and then work on the diet part as well, right? First, reduce. First, you have to understand that we don't have to compete on the mat. Simple. Not even with ourselves, right? Forget about anyone else, but not with ourselves. We should not be competing there on the mat. What we need to do here is we need to understand that how, if I want to do something, if I want to achieve certain goals, what should be the right step to reach there? How to reach there slowly and gradually. Okay. If I want to participate in a race, car race, Ferrari F1 race, can I bring my ordinary car there on the F1 race track and say that I'm going to compete with you guys? No, I cannot, right? My car is not compatible right now for that race. Simple. So I should not be, isn't it? Either I make my car, I transform it into Ferrari. I transform it into Ferrari and then go there, right? So everything has a step-by-step approach. I would say definitely give modifications, but unnecessarily saying that no, only you have to do because this is part of sun salutation, traditional one, and you have to do only this one only. That is wrong. Okay, look at the body of a person and then modify things accordingly. Person cannot do Ashtanga Namaskar. That's okay, no issues. Don't give Ashtanga Namaskar. Why are you giving Ashtanga Namaskar? Give something else. Skip the part completely. Simple, right? For what purpose? We need to understand the purpose, right? If I'll just ask you the purpose, would you be able to, everyone, I'm asking you open question. It's an open question from everyone. If I'll ask you, do you guys know the purpose of doing asanas? Whatever asanas you are doing, or you just do practice? You do your practice, right? You might be doing certain asanas in that practice. What is the purpose of choosing that asana into that practice?